Any injuries, anything picked up from Tuesday night?
No, we've got no injuries. So, we're hoping to choose from a full fit squad. Certainly the first team did well, and there's lads champing at the bit that are on the bench to get in the team because they've seen the sort of change and they want to be a part of it, which is good. That's all good for competition.
You say a change. Have you noticed a change amongst the players over the last 7 days?
Well, only that we've got a couple of big results. You know what I mean? You know the lads all through the season, right from the start of the season, have give it a bit of a go. But sometimes you have to put that little bit extra in, that go beyond the call of duty, if you like. And sometimes you need a kick up the backside every now and again. You need something that's going to bring that out in you. And often it's making it a bigger squad with better players. And if your squad is better, then that does create that competition. And then what you get the ones that are willing to fight for their place and the ones that aren't.
And you've been unlucky in a few games this season. You've acquitted yourself well, but it's almost a bit more of a swagger now that they know that they're able to get results and back-to-back results that you need to be able to go out and perform as well as you need to in this level.
Yeah, you've got to be careful saying a bit of a swagger because we haven't done that much just yet. Do you know what I mean? We'll swagger when we know we're in the Championship again next season, sort of thing. But I understand what you mean. It's certainly a confidence that you can play at this level as an individual. That's always nice when that eureka moment comes, when you're new to the Championship and you start feeling that you've affected the game enough times that you're now a Championship player. That's a great eureka moment for individuals. And then you get the eureka moment for the team, when they suddenly trust those that are around them and trust that everybody's putting in the same effort. And then all of a sudden, the team, at any level, teams at high levels like Championship, Premiership, opposition are going to be decent enough to put you under pressure on occasions, to get opportunities on occasions. When Man United play Liverpool, that's exactly what happens. Man United don't have any chances against Liverpool or vice versa. And that's how the game is in the Championship. So, that's going to happen because of the quality of player. But we are handling that. We are scoring more goals than the opposition, thank God, in our last 2 games. And the opposition has been big. And we got a team coming up in Charlton that are a big team. They've got all the facilities that they need to be a top team. The players don't want for anything. They've got a great training ground. They've got big financial rewards if they do well. They've been in the Championship for a little while, and we're 2 points behind them. That can't be a bad thing. We also come up against Watford and Blackpool with all their resources and got results. So we're having to go beyond the call of duty to make sure that we stay at this level.
And this weekend, what an incentive, what a prize it is for. Is that something you're going to very much focus on the players on, that if they do win, you get yourself out of the bottom 3 and get yourself above the team?
We earmarked this game a couple of games ago where we felt that if Charlton didn't do well and we did do well, wouldn't it be great if we could go above them in this game, because it makes it another 6-pointer, another cup final for us, if you like, because they are the team we can catch right now, Charlton and Millwall. If Millwall get beat and we win, then we can go above 2 of those teams and drag maybe another one or 2 teams a little bit nearer us. So, we're under no illusion how big a game this is for us, and I'm sure Charlton will be the same. So it'll make for a great game. It'll be what happens on the day, who turns up, which team show the ability but also the work rate to go and win the game.
I think obviously people have focused on the goals over the last couple of matches, but 2 clean sheets as well. And does it almost take a bit of the pressure off the back four, knowing that there might be a few more goals in the squad as a whole?
I think so. I think it does, yeah, because it's been many a times we've kept a clean sheet or we've let one in, we always know that you've always got to score at least 2 at this level, because somebody will pull out a fantastic shot or a great bit of combination play from a team. So, whether they can do it twice or 3 times is another thing, but certainly they can do it once. So you have to go for 2 goals in each game, and if you don't, and you're not scoring at that end, then that won against you, because we've been getting beat by the odd goal on several occasions, especially at home. Lots of 1-0ers sort of thing. So if you can score that goal, it certainly does take the pressure off. But what also takes the pressure off is having a goalkeeper that's come in pretty cold, been given the opportunity because everybody wanted him to have the opportunity because he deserved it, and he's taken it really well, and he's been very strong, and the confidence that gives a back four as well is very, very good.
Yeah, I was going to say, what a confidence boost for the lad, because you come in 2 clean sheets after the game up at Doncaster, and he'll feel very much part of it now, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure he does. He must do, because he's made 5 or 6 really good saves, which again at this level you're going to have to make, whether you win the league or whether you get relegated. Goalkeepers have to come into action because of the quality players at this level.
And just what I was going to ask, there's been a bit of talk about the smoke bombs, obviously in effect at Watford last weekend. I mean, you understand that fans want to enjoy themselves, but it's better not to have that kind of distraction, isn't it?
Yeah, I think most people know that. I mean, it's not a great thing anyway, is it? I mean, what is it? It's just a bit of green smoke, you know what I mean? So why does that person need to bring that into the ground, you know what I mean? So, no, it'd be better. In fact, if you want to come to football matches, then you can't bring that sort of stuff now, because I'm sure they'll be jumping on anybody that is seen with all the CCTV cameras, cheers, shout, scream, wave your arms, your scarves, hats, all that, but there's no need for it. We don't need any flares, and they are dangerous, and I'm not sure if the other thing's dangerous as well, but there was a bit of a flash of green light sort of thing in the game the other day, whether it was a laser or something, and we don't want to. We want to keep our reputation of being a good footballing club that's trying its best to remain at a very high level. So, let's keep our decorum and make sure that we keep our reputation of a good football club.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Just a quick one from me, once I've managed to catch up with me struggling. I don't know about you, but I was knackered after Saturday's game. I was knackered after Tuesday's game.
Yeah.
It really is, wholehearted committing of this.
It's relentless.
Yeah, exactly. Is that something else you have to manage as well? Because you clearly don't want the players to burn out over this.
It is something you have to manage, yeah, because a couple of people didn't train today because of that relentlessness and any little niggles. Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday with the same team, and you always have that thought: do you change the team to give them a rest? Do they want to be changed? So you have to make that decision. But we're having to be relentless because we haven't got all those facilities that all those other clubs at our level have got. Yeah. And the reason why I was late today is because we have to train 25 minutes up the road, half hour up the road, come back in the traffic, and we've still got some things that we got to do to catch up with some of these big teams that we're supposed to be competing against, and we've got to do that pretty quickly.
Has it kind of taken a while to acclimatise as such?
It takes too long I think at this club it takes too long to get change. Do you know what I mean? That's whether it's help from outside. How long have we been trying to get things going and getting some help sort of thing. No one's asked me to say this, but just driving in the traffic back from our school training ground, and with credit to Sherborne School and Butlers Mead School for giving us their facilities. Without them, we would be struggling. So it always seems to take a lot of time for us to catch up, and we're going to need to catch up pretty quick, because we can't keep flogging ourselves, let alone anything else. We spend most of the day working out, where we're going to go, what we're going to do, and that's not just on the football field. It's our program. How can we fit in a program that's conducive some of the players that we got here that have come from Premier League games, clubs. You know what I mean? And they're used to all that sort of thing. So I'm not having to go at anyone in particular. It's just as a club, we've just got to catch up a bit quick, as quickly as we can, and probably a bit quicker. And we might need some outside help. We'll have to wait and see whether that comes. But there does seem to be a lot happening, but nothing happening.
Gary, have you got over your stint as Simon Cowell yesterday?
I sound like Simon Cowell just then, we're all being miserable and being moaning.
Different experience.
I enjoyed it. It was a good experience. There was some good dancers, some good singers, and I enjoyed it because I was entertained, and I enjoy being entertained. And it was. I didn't want I didn't want to be the decision maker because I always feel sorry for the people that lose. I don't know why, but other than football matches, of course. But no, I thought the girls did very well, and I'm sure there'll be a decent group come out of that.
Quite a nerve-wracking experience for some of them, I think, just to go out there and sing with no musical accompaniment at all.
Yeah, and you feel for them as well, don't
Yeah.
you? And you can feel their nerves, and some didn't handle it, and some did handle it. Obviously, if you're going to put yourself on a stage in front of people, then you've got to be able to be that confident in yourself, a bit like footballers really. You've got to be that confident in yourself that you're good, that you can perform in front of an audience, whether it be us 4 judges or whether it be 5,000, 6,000 with us, 19, 20, 25,000 with most of the other teams in the Championship.
And to quote you, you certainly haven't got to be a shrinking violet.
You can't be a shrinking violet, and we're not going to be. But we've got to keep fighting, we've got to keep working to improve, and people have got to be showing that that's what we're doing, and we are trying to do it, but we've got to do it sooner rather than later.
But you must be pleased with the impact your 3 new loan players have had on the team.
Fantastic impact that they've had, and for us, you can see we are moving in a forward direction when, a Nottingham Forest striker that had been sold for millions, and he was at Man City and QPR, I was able to convince him to come here, and I was able to convince the Liverpool lad that lots of other people wanted as well to come to Yeovil. We could convince the Everton boy to come to Yeovil. These are people that a lot of people wanted, and so our reputation is going out there, but we've got to work very hard to keep enhancing it and keep making sure that when they get here, the facilities are a little bit nearer what they're used to.
I suppose we are quite a long way behind.
Well, listen, people are expecting you to deal with your Charltons and Blackpools and Watfords. Have you seen their training grounds and the facilities that they have? All that sort of thing. And the Championship is a very, very high standard of, and if we're going to start thinking bigger and wanting to, and people start expecting us to be competing with these teams, then we've got to be doing something about it ourselves. Otherwise, you can be relentless for a particular amount of time, but you can't be relentless forever. It's impossible. You need help.
And I suppose if there aren't changes in that direction, then that sends out a bad signal, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And nothing's changed from last week to this week, sort of thing, other than me, coming in and just letting people know that we're competing at a level that we're a long way behind. And it's all very nice when people pat you on the back and say, "Well done, what a great effort," but it can't be like that forever. If you're going to compete at this level, we've got to start making, we've got to start making decisions or get help, whatever it is we need to do to make sure that we can improve our players.
When you say help, do you mean as in?
Well, whether it be the council, whether it be the financial outside help, whether it be the board of directors, more, us, whatever it is, we need to think bigger. And it's no use thinking bigger if things don't happen for us, or they take a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years to to materialise. There's a lot of really, really good people around this club. There is, and it deserves a little bit more help, maybe from the outside, maybe from the inside.
Have you spoken to the board about all this?
Yeah, of course. They know that, they're trying hard. Everybody's trying hard, but nothing gets done, sort of thing, not because there's little obstacles here and there.
Yeah, because on the face of it, this ground's been there, what, 30 years?
No,
20.
23.
I think the only change that's happened over that time is putting a roof on the home ground.
Yeah.
Is it? Isn't it?
Well, that's what we're saying. Because people have enjoyed our couple of wins. I'm not sure everyone knows what we've had to do to get those couple of wins. How hard it's been to get the players to come, to convince them to come, to work with them when there's not really workable facilities at the moment. And yet we're still competing. We're still there. We're still finding ourselves this game to get outside the bottom three. Do you know what I mean? And I just want to see the club start progressing. That's what I want to see. And everybody's done fantastic to get us here. So what are we going to do? Are we going to stand still now and hope the manager keeps us out of trouble, or can everybody in the vicinity and anyone that could help in any way, can they come in and let us know?